Good morning, YouTube, from Robert Firestone, Flyover State of West Virginia. 8:54 a.m. The year of our Lord, 324, 2021. All right. To start with, in this video, this is my First Amendment right to have a say-so in what's going on in this fucked up world. YouTube. This for you all's satisfaction, and I shouldn't be even doing this. This is for entertaining purposes only. Okay? That's as far as I'm going to take it. Other than my First Amendment right, I have all say-so to say what the hell I want to fucking say. Whether y'all like it or not. Alright. Let's look at what happened in so-called Colorado. In logical thinking people. Okay? Not saying this to say that it did not happen. Okay? First of all, how many that sees this, please write me a comment back and let me know where you're located. Because I damn well believe the whole fucking country and the world is not in fucking Colorado to see what just went down. Being that half of you that has an understanding that movie cameras and storylines can be twisted, manipulated, cut, edited, and every damn thing else to make you believe you're seeing something that don't exist. For the ones that watch horror movies, for the ones that watch sci-fi movies, for the ones that watch love movies, okay? They can project anything they want you to see on a camera through a video screen. Then it gets to your one-eyed fucking monster known as the fucking television. Okay. Yesterday when I was watching, I think it was 7 people down. Now this morning there's 10. Here it goes again. Mysteriously just monopolizes. Becomes even worse. Okay. They show this motherfucker hobbling out handcuffed, blood running down his fucking leg. Okay. In his underwear. What was he doing? Getting fucking naked and killing people? Really? Expect me to believe that? Okay, like I said, they spread it all over the fucking United States and the world. They project programming at us. Okay? Not saying that it maybe didn't happen. So, you confuse fucking soy boy, fucking cowboy warriors on the other side of all this with your bullshit circus. Have an understanding that I'm not saying it didn't happen. Because the same old fucking suspects is involved in it again. Supposedly, this guy was being watched by the fucking FBI. Don't y'all feel fucking safe? Yeah, I'd say he has been watched by the FBI. Trained, programmed, and every fucking thing else. Then it dawns on me. Well, let's just walk through the so-called crime scene when it starts. Early. I guess as early as possible. I seen the sucker video that got put out there real fast. Okay. Starts off, individual, cell phone footage, I'm assuming. Okay. Shows this one individual dead in the parking lot in the middle of one of the roads and a car parked behind him. Okay. Did y'all not find that strange? Is that the vehicle that he exited from? No, nothing about the actual real going on. Don't y'all get it? You're being projected a picture and your mind is filling in the fucking blanks, just like I'm doing now. Okay? But I'm thinking a little bit more logical than the emotional. Okay? Then it pans as the spool's walking, acting like he's flipping out, which he might be. He might have been a prospective person that just come by and seen all this shit. Okay. First person in the parking lot. Okay, the picture I see. This individual's rolled over on his belly, hiding his face. Okay, covered from head to fucking toe. They get to the next person before he just walks through the door. Okay, this other person is probably less than 8 feet from the fucking door. Okay? This is all conjecture. This is all speculation. YouTube, this is me not having no proof because I wasn't fucking there. Just like everybody else that wasn't fucking there. When you can fucking project your bullshit at us and make everybody believe it because it's a programmed picture, video. Remember this thing that was out several years back called deepfakes? Well, they're still here. Did you think they disappeared? People put logic back here. Get the emotions out of the way. Because I'm going to go into a little bit of detail here in a minute about your gun rights, your Second Amendment rights. All right. Second person, within 8 foot of the damn door, rolled over on a curve, not being able to see their face. Both people, no blood around them, no fucking whir. Well, anybody with a half a fucking brain, if you put a bullet in a person's body, there's this stuff comes out called blood. All right. Third telltale sign. He goes into the first part of the grocery store. I guess that's what this was. Under construction, don't know. So this is what I mean. All this stuff that's left out of the story. So we just here fill it in for them. Okay? It's called psychological babble. For the people who wants to run around, oh, I study psychology. You don't see this and you don't see that. Yeah, you don't got to. I ain't no idiot. Okay. There's an old man in there on his fucking cell phone. I don't know. 50, 60, 70 years old. On his smartphone that's bigger than his fucking head. The guy walks in frantic, okay, on his cell phone. What's going on? Oh, there's an active shooter. Oh, where the hell did he go? And the old man runs through the doors and points down the fucking hallway. Then you see another individual laying in the store within, I don't know, 20, 30 foot of the fucking front door where the old man's at with his buddy, okay? Neither one of them in no big fucking hurry to get out of there. And as soon as the old man steps back through the door and the other guy darts through and you can see that other body laying there with no fucking blood, okay? All of a sudden they can fill in the blanks. Remember this, people. When we point it out to them, then that's when they go back in and try to edit, fix, doctor, whatever the fuck they call it. This individual's laid in between something you can't have tell. And again, no blood. And as soon as the guy darts through the fucking door after the man shows him where the shooter run to, you start hearing so-called gunshots. My old lady even pointed out, she said, that almost sounded like somebody hitting the side of a piece of metal with a baseball bat. She said it didn't really even sound like a gunshot. Then I kind of corrected her in a way, but she may be right. Okay, I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe it was just because of the audio and the video way it portrayed itself in the recording. Okay. Now, did anybody ever find out what kind of gun this motherfucker's using? No, they keep saying AR. Don't know if it was or not. Here again, we're filling in the fucking blanks on this fucking story. So it keeps our emotions up, ingurgitated into their bullshit. Alright, let's get on to the fucking gun rights. Okay. Let me explain to all y'all out there. The only way that they can mentally take your fucking guns is to come in and act like fucking Hitler, Nazi. Okay? And if it gets to that point and you don't shoot back, you are a fucking coward. Sorry. The individual that's coming through your door, known as a fucking police officer, took a fucking oath not to do such stupid shit. And if he gets his ass shot, that's his stupidity. Sorry. These are the things we live by. We abide by. Okay? But they keep running through. Now look at the fucking years that they've been playing this game with y'all. And all of us. With our emotional things. Kids. Innocent people. What better way to play the fucking game, right? Look at the years they've been playing this bullshit with all of us. Have y'all seen any real steps to actually take our fucking guns? They can't do it. That means they got to change the Constitution. Has everybody forgot? Them passing legislation or a fucking policy don't change the fucking rights of the people. But most of you out there are fucking fooled of that anyway, because you walk up in a fucking store with a fucking diaper on your face because of their fucking policy. That's your fault. This is your fault too for buying into the bullshit. Load gun, lay it on your fucking desk anywhere in your house. Lay this gun. And leave it the fuck alone till it gathers dust. And tell me how somebody, that gun jumped up, run out the fucking door, killed somebody, come back and laid back down. It don't work that way. Okay? Here again, the FBI is telling you the fucking story, don't you understand? For the ones that's paying attention, they've been watching this guy for a long time, my understanding, years. But all of a sudden he breaks loose and goes Johnny Badass on everybody. Not buying it. It's bullshit. Then they bring him out in his fucking underwear, blood running down his leg. And what gets me now, this man's wounded in his fucking leg. Now y'all think about this too. Here's logic not kicking into most motherfucking people's heads. You hurt your leg that fucking bad and you don't favor it, or you're not limping on it, and you're walking on that motherfucker, just as easy as it is not wounded, there's some problems with that picture too, don't you think? Anybody that's stove up their ankle from jumping off something, or anybody that's walked the wrong way and their foot moved and it pulled a tendons and shit in your feet or your foot, okay? You favor that motherfucker for hours, sometimes days. This motherfucker supposedly got, my understanding, a bullet wound, which again, never heard the truth about that. Did some motherfucker really shoot him? Did he shoot himself because he was trying to shoot here and he couldn't get to it? Here again, like I said, then they walk him out through the whole fucking parking lot for everybody to see. Why didn't they have the stretchers inside? Then roll him out. So this is what I mean. They put the story out. We fill in the fucking blanks here. Okay? Well, I'm letting y'all know we're filling in the wrong blanks. We need to start thinking more logical instead of gut. Okay, gut will tell you that there's a whole lot of things wrong with just the video. Okay, back to our gun laws. Second Amendment. Have you not all seen, like I said, for years, they've been trying their damnedest to take our guns, supposedly. And nothing really changes. Oh, They come close this time. That's emotions, people. That ain't logic. No, they didn't come close. This ain't their game. Yes, finally, a little bit, these motherfuckers are afraid of us. A little. Okay? They're just waiting for that first cataclysmic wave of marching through and using a policy, okay, to try to take something away from you that they know they fucking can't, because the Constitution tells you that this is your fucking God-given right to protect yourself. Sorry, y'all. I'm smoking this is my third cigarette of the day. I got up at 6. Y'all do the math. I'm finally slowing down enough to where hopefully I can get my push myself to 3 hours on every one. I've got it 2 hours, or maybe a little bit more sometimes, and a little bit less. I am human. I do know I have weaknesses, but one of them anymore is not allowing my emotions to, when I see the bullshit war that they're throwing at us with the so-called Second Amendment rights. I'm not falling for that bullshit no more. The next one's will be a kid. Y'all understand this, right? I'm already predicting it. Because this one, again, y'all need to, FBI and the rest of you dumb idiot motherfuckers that's making these movies for everybody, y'all need to go ahead and find a better writer and somebody that pays more attention to detail, known as fucking life, to make this more believable. Because I punched holes through this motherfucker so fast it wasn't fucking funny. And I'm a brain dead motherfucker sitting in West Virginia with short timers. Okay? This ain't working no more, people. Okay, back to our so-called Second Amendment rights. Okay? What happens right after this goes on? They start marching up, and all of a sudden, they've got these 2,000-page reports, or almost a fucking library amongst all of them up there. How they going to pass common sense gun laws? The common sense is how you fix this. Anybody ever fucking 21, no felonies of violence, don't give a fuck about a check writer or some motherfucker running around doing a white collar crime. Anybody of violence, okay, or excuse me, 21 is a go. As long as you don't have the violent crimes or any kind of crimes against another human being with a gun or assault. The check writers don't make a fuck to me. They're white collar gangsters. Okay, they're just one level under the thing called government. Okay, they just didn't quite make it, but they're looking for a way in. I've had them in my family. I know. This is real easy. Everybody get a piece of paper and a fucking mail. Okay, these are your Second Amendment rights. Please, every citizen that's 21 years of age and don't fall under these 2 or 3 little categories, go buy a fucking gun. Arm yourself. Put it on your fucking hip. This stops all of it. They can't march forward no longer and telling you they're going to take something they can't legally fucking take until they change the fucking Second Amendment to do so. These are retarded motherfuckers that want to keep telling you they can come take your gun. Yeah, they might. But the son of a bitch that comes in your house to take your gun, if he is a law officer, federal or otherwise, he took a fucking oath to defend the same thing that he's there to try to take from you. So, who's in the right? You are. If his dumb ass goes back out your door, a little less blood in his fucking body, so be it. Don't you understand? There comes a time when you got to quit playing man and be one. I keep seeing this stuff go on with our 45th, let's just say that. These games, and I understand some of the games that's got to be played, is there for a lot of people's benefits and other reasons, whatever. So be it. And I do believe he will be back in his seat of power here pretty soon. I see it going in that direction. Because you can't allow the monkeys to run the fucking circus for very long. They sling shit everywhere. There's some nasty motherfuckers. So, for when this comes down, this is simple. I mean, anybody that ever gets a chance to go look up an older movie, it's called G-Law. I seen this movie in the early 80s. And I still remember it today, almost in complete detail. Okay? They got a bunch of crooks and gangsters running loose in this one city. Alright. One of them passes a mandate for everybody to carry a gun. Well, these people fucking listened. Okay? All of a sudden, 3 shows up in front of this grocery store. I remember this one because it was funny. A part of the movie. They show up at this grocery store, all of them carrying their shotguns and this, that, and the other. They're taking down people up front near the cashier, shooting people, and trying to rob the place. And there's I think 2. One stays up front, and the other 2 breaks through the grocery store, running through, trying to figure out where everybody's at. Well, was one old lady, probably in her 80s, carrying a fucking Smith & Wesson 6-shot, 357, Clint Eastwood special. The guy's kind of walking around with his shotgun looking for people, and he turns around on this old woman, and she's like this in his fucking face with this long barrel fucking 357. Not shaking, not twitching. Then all of a sudden, the camera pans from him through the grocery store, and you hear this boom! She took care of the problem. Not a problem no more. It made the other ones run from the grocery store, because then everybody started pulling their fucking guns out. You're a crook. You walk in a situation known as a gun-free zone. You have 100% of the power once you got a gun in your hand. For the people that wants to think emotionally, don't that scare the fuck out of you? Okay? Now, tables turn, and you start thinking logically. You're one of 20 motherfuckers in there with at least, I don't know, 9mm, 357s, 22s, whatever the case may be, pointing a gun at a motherfucker, okay, that's got one gun by himself. Logically, don't you think that stupid motherfucker's either he's going to pull suicide, and there's going to be at least 5 people take him down from his feet to his head, or he's going to say, okay, and walk the fucking other way with his gun. So no, they can't just legitimately come in and take your fucking gun. Don't you understand, if that starts happening, there's a war already out here known as the information war. What that turns into is something they are not going to be able to handle, because they don't have control over the military. And how many of your sons and daughters, aunts and uncles would shoot one of you all? Think about that. Then think about the retarded ass fucking policemen that took an oath and don't even understand their own fucking oath, what that really means. At one time in our lives, it meant something. Now it's just another bunch of fucking words on a piece of paper to most of these stupid fucks. Not understanding that they're caught up into something that they keep marching forward is not good for them. And it ain't going to be a good outcome for them, especially if they start coming in thinking they're going to take something that they don't have legitimate right to take in the fucking first place. That's logic. That's critical thinking. Understand, start applying this when you start seeing their little movies. Almost 3,000 miles away from me, I think. Good guesstimate, maybe, a little less, a little more. But they want me to believe their movie. No, I don't buy into the bullshit no more. This may make it, this may not. And I'm hoping your SJW keyboard warrior soy boy motherfuckers on your side, YouTube and Google, has an understanding this is my First Amendment right. Speaking on my Second Amendment right, pointing out all the felonious bullshit that y'all want to run around and fact check. Well, I gave you some good bullet points to think about, didn't I? Y'all might want to go start fact checking this shit and telling the people what's going on, because little by little, every day, y'all stepping on your own fucking nutsack. Watching people fucking resign every fucking world power right now. CNN loses a big ass contract. More than half of their fucking people that used to watch their fantasy known as news, more than half of their viewership is fucking gone. One of the biggest fucking giants out there. So, don't you think that the rest of them ain't running a little fearful? I'm loving it right now. If y'all don't quite understand, District of Columbia, known as another country, has been under siege ever since Donald Trump left office. Is under a military control. Don't y'all get it? Don't y'all understand what that fucking means to you as a United States person? I hate using that word person again. These words that I have to use kills me, because there's more clarified words that's more truthful that I'm not using, because I've been so fucking programmed for the last 30 fucking years to use their own words against me. Knowing, I'm telling you, that over half of them is lies and bullshit. Just like I said before, we've got library after library dedicated to law books, floor fucking ceiling. Hundreds of years of it. Okay? Think about the laws, on how many laws there is. Do you think any of them has a chance to even be complied or put forth on anyone? How many, I mean, you'd have to arrest every fucking body and charge them for a crime out of every law book on every fucking page and every fucking sentence. Think about that. But for some reason, we got these temples known as law libraries and other temples that's around the fucking world. And we're running around using what they're using against us, known as our emotions. I'm just letting y'all know, please, for the ones that see this. I know most of the people that are tuned into me already understands. More and more people's got to wake up to the facts, whether y'all can accept them as facts or not. This is life. This is how it's going. This is what the fuck is going on, whether you can see it or not. Understand what you're stepping in. It ain't virtuous. Never has. Never fucking will be. Not until the known elements are taken completely out of the picture. And then there's still going to be some ups and downs in it, because we're all fucking human. Men and women. We make mistakes. I can't think of the little girl's name. And I know I shouldn't say it that way. She's not a girl, she's a woman. The 5 foot woman in Colorado that just made it into our government, that carries a a 380, I think, or a 40 on a side. You might want to start something to get it sent out to every United States citizen that's not under some kind of duress of bullshit law, okay? Because a lot of these people don't even deserve what they've been charged with. Because the criminal system, known as the court/bank, made sure that they filed some of these hocus pocus charges on these people under the Four Corners Act, known as a law, knowing it's not. Half these other people that's sitting in prisons and jails shouldn't even fucking be there because of a joint. Or they was stupid, they went in and shoplifted needing food because they wasn't willing to put themselves down far enough to go get food stamps. They figured they could run in, snatch some food, and run out. Then they end up in jail because they did it more than once. Some's in there over one fucking charge in their whole fucking life. Imagine that. But I'm just trying to get everybody to have an understanding. What's being projected at every one of us, okay, is a program television movie. This is going to account for most of us. You out there and me here. I was not fucking there at that grocery store, okay, to say what went on, okay? They can project anything at this screen and bring it through the multimedia verse and make you believe anything emotionally. And I said, you don't think that it can't happen? Are you still wearing the diaper? You trying to say you can't be programmed? You still wearing the diaper? We got people all over the fucking world fighting these motherfuckers right now over this diaper and these mandates that people's not got enough fucking common sense to know your freedom. Real easy. Walk out your fucking door, get in your car with no diaper. That's called freedom. A free person don't have to wear a diaper. You're doing it to yourself. Whatever fucking excuse you want to give yourself up here, no. Get your emotional bullshit out of it first and have an understanding their interest is not yours. You're not fucking special. They don't like none of us. And right now, I find it funny that most of them scared the fucking death of us because we're still walking around known as the largest fucking standing man army in the world right now. And every time they come out with this emotional bullshit 9 to 5 news that they call programming, television, okay, television, don't you get it? It's a vision. They're telling you your emotions kicks in, but your logic runs from your fucking head. So, you got to have an understanding the way freedom works. And the principles of your Christian people out there, I'm going to tell y'all too. We're supposed to be smacked upside the face and turn our cheek. Okay? God didn't create us that way. Look at all the fucking wars in that Bible. Do you think people wasn't fucking killed in them wars? Men, women, children. He even spoke of destroying all of that race. That's the children too. Y'all need to get over this stupids. Okay? Get on your knees. Pray. Ask for what you need to ask for. Then get your dumb ass up and move forward in what you fucking asked for. Because if you don't, do you think God's just going to give it to you? No, because you've not put nothing of your fucking self in it other than asking for it. You ask, there's an action point. That means get up, fucking do something. If it ain't no more than this is a start. And I've done started writing all of my bullshit so-called leaders here in West Virginia, leaving them some highly critical thought processes along with my illegitimate ways of speaking, letting these fucking retarded son of a bitches know I know who the fuck they are and what they're fucking about. And for my dumb ass to figure out these things, it ain't gonna be too much longer where the so-called intelligent and smart and the paper hangers that's got $100,000 rag hanging on the wall, they gonna start figuring it out too. That's the motherfuckers that work for them. So that day's coming. Peace to all y'all. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I'm still looking for the best outcome for you and me in all this. But for people that think that they can't be engaged, or they feel like their engagement is somehow not there because of this policy or this legislation, don't you understand? You keep this shut, that means that's your rights. But if you flap this fucking lip and get loud enough, they can't take that, can they? Unless they cut your fucking head off or cut your tongue off. Then if it's to that point, you damn well better believe it's going to be a bloody fucking mess on the street. And it will if they come knocking down your fucking door, trying to take something away from you, okay, known as a boomstick or whatever the fuck they won't let you call it, okay? The son of a bitch that comes through the door that thinks that they're going to take something from you that's a Second Amendment right, okay? And it is an inalienable right by birth to defend your fucking self. Now, see, there you go, Christians. There's your inalienable right to defend yourself. But you want to say, turn the other cheek. No, I'm not a puss. Okay? God didn't make me that way. There's this thing called justifiable anger. Y'all don't know nothing about that, do you? Well, there's a little story in the Bible where Jesus Christ walked through and run through the fucking temples, taking and whipping these motherfuckers, kicking over fucking money changers' tables, running these son of a bitches out of the temple of God. Justifiable anger. Don't you think that these justifiable angers was also happening on the days of these wars that God put down the mandate to his people, telling them to kill everybody, from children, women, and men, unholy or holy? It didn't make a fuck. If he said get rid of them, these people got rid of them. So don't tell me about this turning the cheek shit. Y'all taking what has been programmed into y'all by the four hidden dynasties, the glue that holds it all together, the religious bullshit in your temples, and they've been fooling you ever since to control your fucking mind and your emotions. You ain't got to be a prick unless they push you into that point. But I'm here to tell you, the Lord did not make you, okay, to get handed down bullshit and rules and reigns from another motherfucking man or woman. We're not designed for this. Give unto Caesar's of what's Caesar's. Okay? There's another nice little fucking scripture. Well, if you go read on into it about what was found in the fish's mouth, it was money. Only. He didn't say, go bow down to this motherfucker and let him cut your fucking head off, did he? He didn't say, walk up to him and allow him to smack you in the fucking face 100 times, did he? But y'all can't see past the principle because of the preachers, not teachers, and your fucking temples that y'all mass into Wednesdays and Sundays. When the whole time you have the ability to do the same fucking thing on your fucking knees anywhere in your fucking house or anywhere in the fucking world, day or night. This is some of my justifiable anger that I keep seeing my own brothers and sisters in their race, the humanity, the human race, being so fucking stupid. Maybe this won't go. I don't know. This is for entertaining purposes only, you twit tube. Under my First Amendment right. Yeah, I put a pause in there. Because I know how even that makes a fucking difference in your bullshit made up world.